Welcome to Co-op Chronicles. This is episode 58. Welcome back to Co-op Chronicles. This is episode 58. As always, I am pint-sized Geisha, and I have Blacklabel.
Hello.
And Azzilee.
Hello.
And today is...
We're going to talk about video games versus board games, pixels versus pieces type story stuff.
I like that.
Yeah.
Pixels versus pieces.
I
like that.
Yeah,
Catchy.
before we get into that, you guys want to talk about anything? How was your guys' week?
How was your week, Az?
It was good. I
Yeah.
did get irrationally angry yesterday,
That's okay.
trying to find parking, but then I was telling Sean, I was like, I need to calm down. I'm getting too mad over this. So then we were fine.
Where'd you guys go?
Gig Harbor
Oh,
to a
okay.
card store.
Oh, gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you, Geisha?
How about you, Blacklabel?
Um,
How was your week?
good. Just trying to find a second job. I've just been applying everywhere.
Man, it's like...
Oh, yeah, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead first because my story is completely different.
No, I was just gonna say, like, first, I don't know, I don't understand why it's so hard to find a second job. Okay, student loans are stupid right now for me, and I just want to work. Like, I want to work, and I just want to make money.
You are
Someone
so ethereal
give me
right
a
now.
Job. It's
You-
because of this skylight.
You are just a beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like
angel.
I feel like I look like I don't have any eyebrows because when it's too.
It
sunny.
is crazy hard to get a second job for some reason.
I know. I just want to work. I want to work. I want to make money.
I have 4 degrees and I can't get a second job.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's all about the people you know. I'm really banking on this little restaurant opening up by our little shopping strip here and be like, look, hire me.
Yeah, we're looking into going to school again for radiology.
Yeah.
So I'm about to have 5 degrees.
Black Label and I are going back to school for radiology. I think I do, however, think that you are going to have to take more prereqs than me.
Yeah, because you're in medical already. Yeah, but
It pushes off student loans.
Yeah, it does push off student loans.
You know, you could just keep getting associate degrees and you'll never have to pay back student loans.
Yeah. Yeah.
you just have a bunch of associates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart, actually. I wish I did that.
Yeah.
It's a thing. You could still
Because
do
you
it.
could you can just get Pell Grants and pay it off for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still the thing.
And my job gives me $5,000 every year to continue my education. So it's like I might as well when it's so much money.
I gotta
It's
save
free.
money.
Not mine. They only do 800. So
I,
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to pay $2,000 every quarter next year, so I gotta save money.
out of pocket.
Yeah,
You don't get like a Washington State need.
I don't know. It didn't give me anything.
For financial aid?
Yeah.
Why don't you can see if you can, what is that? The workers force, the work where you help, like you work at the school.
Well,
Like, you can tutor and
she don't
stuff.
have time for that.
She might. I don't know. And it-
But yeah,
Well,
you could do that.
My school's in Oregon, so I don't know how that would work.
Oh, never mind.
Where do you go?
Oregon State.
Oh yeah, is that ducks? Or is that
Beavers.
beavers? Oh, okay. Dang, you're a beaver.
Yeah.
What about you, Geisha? How was your day, weekend? How was
Okay.
your yesterday?
My yesterday was absolutely stupid. Stupid. Okay. So everyone knows that we have kids, right? And that my 3 children are from a previous relationship. So my 3 children spend the summer with their dad in Texas. So yesterday, like we always do every summer, like we have been doing for 8 years. We've been separated for 8 years. Every summer they go to their dad, you know? So we buy the tickets, we leave the house we leave our house 3 hours before their flight. We make it there in 30 minutes, right? So we're at the like 2-hour rule at the airport. But because my little one is 8, we have to go to this like special assistance line for Alaska because we have to get like this little folder that says like she's 8 years old. She's quote unquote traveling alone. She's not traveling alone. She's traveling with her brother or sister. However, they are not of adult age to where we can like bypass this extra like assistance for her, right? So we're in this line. This line is crazy long. And as soon as I get in the line, a representative was like, it's a 3-hour wait. And I'm like, are you what? I was like, no, you're joking. It's not fucking 3 hours. It's not going to take fucking 3 hours. It took 3 hours in this line. And so we got there at 6:30. We got in this line like at 6:45-ish. Flight's at 9 o'clock. We didn't get up to the podium until like 9 o'clock. So they missed their flight. And everyone in this line was just pets, oversized luggage, but a majority of it was pets. And a bunch of like kids, right? Families and other different kids traveling alone that need this stupid pass, right? And I know that a family in front of me, they missed their flight. We missed our flight. The family right behind me missed their flight. And it was so ridiculous. So we get to the podium, and I'm like, we already missed our flight. Like, there's no way we're going to make it in time. I just need to reschedule this flight. I've been in line for 2.5 hours. And she's like, okay. Meanwhile, I'm, texting Label. Label's like, oh, there's a flight at noon. I was like, okay, hopefully they have space. Hopefully that's not bad. We'll hang out for a couple hours. Next flight was until 5. Not even 5. Boarding at 5:15, leaving at 6. And I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, we're going to take it because I'm not coming back tomorrow to stand in this line again. So, like, we change the flights. We get out of the line. We kind of, like, huddle on the side. And I'm talking to my kids. I'm like, look, I'm not driving home. I'm not driving home. It's, like, 30, 45 minutes to get back to the house. We'll be there for 4 hours. Then we need to leave and come back. I'm not doing that. So we're going to hang out here in the airport for 8 hours. For 8 hours, right? And they're like, okay. My oldest daughter was like, no, I want to go home. And I told her, no, we're not going home. No. So I'm
Of course,
my oldest. Look how much light I'm in right now.
I know. I'm looking at shutters for you right now.
I need something for this skylight. But anyways, so I'm already pissed off and annoyed. So I'm like, my kids are like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, no, we're getting to where we need to be first and we'll find food later. So, like, we have to take one train and then take another train to get to where we're going. So we finally find it, like, we're sitting on the floor, and this old man gets up, and I tell my oldest daughter, go get the table right now. So we get the table, we're at this table for like 6 hours, right? And then I check the flight. It's at another gate, so we have to ride the train again, go to another gate. And there's nowhere to sit. So we're sitting like at another gate, just waiting for our gate to empty. It was just a long day.
Oh.
It was just a long day. And airport food is ridiculously expensive, right? So I spent like $80 on breakfast. I ate something, had a coffee. Kids, of course, they get hungry right before the flight. And it's $30 for a 10-inch fucking pizza. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy one fucking pizza. You guys can share this one fucking pizza. I won't
snacks
eat
on the plane.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna eat. So by the time I'm coming home, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm hangry, I'm on the phone with Blacklabel the entire drive.
You gotta keep that hand down. It is glowing magnificent.
She's angry.
I'm so mad.
About to deal radiant damage.
Like, I'm just on the phone with Blacklabel the entire ride coming home, just complaining and bitching and like, I hate it so much. Just angry.
Yeah, I was like, you better make a complaint about Alaska.
Yeah. And
do better.
And the stupidest thing is like, so right next door, there's the first class, right? The first class line. They had every single desk open with a representative. Right next door is a special assistant. They had 3. They had 3 representatives for an 8-man desk. But all the 8 said open on the thing at the top, right? That was a fucking lie. There wasn't 8 open. And then there's this little woman walking around in the line like, hey, how can I help you with their little tablet, right? And she's helping random people, and she comes up to a family that's behind me, not like immediate behind me, but like behind me a little ways, and she's like, oh, are you traveling with unaccompanied minors? And she's like, yes. And then I kind of like, I don't wave her down, but she notices me, right? And she's like, okay, well, I'm trying to see if I can open up another line just for unaccompanied minors. I'll come back. And I was like, okay, good. You know what? We'll get this going. She comes back, but she forgets me.
You should have said something.
So like the the family behind me made their flight, but it's like, why do you have these people walking around with their tablets helping random people go to the damn desk so the line can move longer?
Get the people that are in front too. That's been
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Like, this poor lady was in front of me the entire time. You know, she has like, it's her and like 3 girls. They missed their flight.
Yeah.
And she was so calm about it. And she was just talking to her kids. And she's like, we're not going to make it, guys. And she was just sweet and like very calm. And I'm over here like, I fucking hate this. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was this other guy behind me just ranting very loudly the entire time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I hate
hate this.
airports, man.
Everyone's already having a bad time, not just you.
Yeah, and he's like ranting to anyone who would listen. You
he's
know,
like, he's like, fucking place.
and he's like using words you should not say in an airport, like terrorist and
Sir, I
the
need you
B
to
word. And
sit down.
yeah, he's like, it's not like I'm a terrorist. It's not like I have a bomb. It's like, you can't say bomb in an airport.
Dude, I'm trying to get on this flight.
Yo,
Yeah, shut up.
babe, move over to the
I
left.
can't
Move over
I
to the
can't
right. You're right.
move
You're right.
any-
I mean, you're right.
anymore.
Move to your right.
in the right. It's
Oh,
more
go forward.
sun.
Go forward.
I can't.
swear.
I'm telling you, I have to be on the left.
Jesus, that is crazy.
This is why we don't do it in the morning.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to be all the way over here for our entire episode.
Yeah, no, you're just gonna be like, hey, let me talk to
I
you
guess
guys.
now it's summertime. We gotta adjust our time.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little
Maybe
bit.
after 1.
We were supposed to record yesterday, but of course I was like, no,
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. All right, let's get into it, guys.
Sorry.
That was
Well, that's my spiel.
All right, so, okay, let's rewind. 10 years ago, okay? You're sitting on the floor playing Uno. In one hand, you got a Game Boy. The other hand, you're yelling at your cousin for skipping your turn in Uno, and then you're trying to catch a Pokemon. In the other hand, you're just playing games. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But today, as I've noticed, there is a divide between this topic. There's like gamers, and then there's people that roll up with board games. You know, board games. Board games are immersive. I mean, you're there. You're playing with other people. You know what I mean? Oh my! Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and board games are competitive as well as video games, and you're more immersive. And I feel like there's a social. Oh my God!
This is better.
No, you need like a darker. You need like a towel. But anyways, video games are fast and flexible, and they're everywhere. With just a few clicks, you could play a game. You could explore galaxies, go to deserts, shoot people up. You know, in FPS games, build empires from Mario Party to, I don't know, Elden Ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have a hat?
I do. It's in the room.
No, do you have a hat? by your
I
desk?
don't. But board games offer a completely different experience. The physical, social, and nostalgic of it, like games like Catan. I've never played it. I've watched people play it. That game looks
Best
absurd.
game ever.
You could turn your friends into resources, apparently. I did some, I looked up a few things. I had a study on a game called Gloomhaven.
It's all about building those cities, man.
Yep. And yeah, your friends are like, you turn them into hungry barons or something like that, right? Resource barons or something? I don't know. Uno transforms a calm evening into an absolutely chaotic family war.
Dude, Mom bought Uno No Mercy.
Yeah, she
We're
showed
about
me.
to die.
She showed me, and I was like, you guys are gonna fight a lot.
Yeah.
And then there's Dungeons and Dragons, which have been around for a minute. The storytelling engine that outlasted a ton of games.
That's the worst hat to pick.
What is that? Why did you grab a white hat? Grab my black hat. Why would you grab a white hat?
It's the only one I can find.
Go grab the black hats on the above the thing. Oh my God. She comes in here and she's just glowing even more. So, I'm not going to say this is an episode about crowning a winner, but it's more of asking, what do you value more between the two? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm going to wait for Geisha to run her little ass up here. I don't know why she grabbed a white hat.
I bought a new card game that I want to play with you guys.
Uh-huh.
It's called The Game.
The game. Okay.
And you have 4 stacks. 2 count from 1 going up, and 2 count from 100 going down.
Uh-huh.
And everybody has 6 cards, and you're trying to like get rid of all of the cards in the pile.
Oh.
So you have to like work cooperatively without telling each other what cards you have, because you don't want to like just straight out say, hey, I have 89. What do you guys got?
You could have that hat. My head's too small for that hat. You got big head.
Tight as shit right
You could pop the back of it.
It just still doesn't work.
No, it's just too bright.
Yeah, this
bright.
is just bright.
Sorry.
Okay.
You are yeah, we gotta adjust some stuff.
It's gonna be on this side, facing this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
It won't be in the video this
No,
time.
you gotta be close.
Turn your camera so we can see.
Yeah,
you
turn your
better.
camera left.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Just lean back.
There you go. All right. So, what was your guys' favorite board game growing up, and what was your first favorite video game?
Clue was my first favorite board game. I love Clue. That's my whole started murder mystery.
Okay. Favorite
And-
first video game ever?
Final Fantasy 9.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Solid choices.
What about you?
I
Az?
love a good Scrabble.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, Mom used to play.
I'm a big a word aficionado.
Okay.
First game I played, I don't know.
Mm.
First game I remember playing is like Pokemon on my own.
Mhm.
But first game I ever played was Halo with you.
Okay. Okay. There's a few. It wasn't a board game, but I remember Mom and her family always played Yahtzee. But I think
I was gonna say Yahtzee.
yeah, but I think my favorite board game growing up was like chess, because Dad would make us play together all the like every night.
Yeah.
And then
I've never played Yahtzee.
Oh, that's so
It's-
fun.
it's fun.
It's a dice game.
yeah,
It's not really a board game.
and then my favorite game probably Final Fantasy 3 or 6, however you look at it. I think it's Final Fantasy 3, but it's also 6. I don't know.
Final Fantasy is probably everybody's
First, like,
video game.
memory.
Yeah.
Or actually, maybe Excite Bike. Excite
Let's
Bike
not
was
forget
fun.
about Echo.
Oh yeah, Echo.
Oh, I changed my answer.
What?
Luigi's Island.
Oh, okay.
That was
yeah.
such a good game.
Excite Bike was really good too. Man, that was a good game.
And the original Super Mario, yeah.
Castlevania was good. There's a lot of
There's a lot of old
like
school.
the old Nintendo Zelda was good.
Zelda, Link to the Past. Yes, A Link to the Past. I want to say that was my first favorite one.
Okay.
We got to get the emulator out of the box.
Yeah. Okay. If you guys had to pick one to play for a full year, only a board game or video game, which would you choose and why?
So one of each?
No, only a board game or only a video game. Which
Oh.
would you choose and why?
I'd play Catan. I could play that game all the time. I make
Yeah.
Dakota bring it every time I go over.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, bring it.
What about you, babe? Would you be a video game
I
person?
would definitely be a video game. I lean more towards video games than I do board games.
Yeah, samesies. Okay. Okay. Let's
Well,
talk.
which video game?
That's a tough question. Probably Bloodborne.
Yeah. Let's talk about the ancient times of the scrolls and and how the pixels began, okay? Long before joysticks and DLCs and headsets, there were tiles, dice, and hand-carved games. Listen. While video games are just about over 50 years old, board games go back to 5,000 years, apparently. Used for rituals, teaching, even gambling. Gambling?
Gambling.
From Mesopotamia, I don't know how to say that.
Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
Mesopotamia.
To modern arcades, our need to play never changes, but the tools are. I don't know how to say it better than that. Understanding both formats came from, or where they came from, help us understand what they're for. Video games are born of electricity and imagination. Meanwhile, board games are just woven in the fabric of basically human history.
Are you saying they're not imaginative?
No.
They're not
I'm
creative?
no, they are creative. I'm just saying, video games. Come on.
I know.
Come
I know.
Okay, the board game Senate, or is it Senate? Found in ancient Egypt tombs, dates back 3100 BCE. It wasn't just a pastime, it was believed to guide the dead through the afterlife. Go, developed in China over 2,500 years ago, remains one of the deepest strategy games on Earth. And chess, still thriving after 1,500 years. One day I'll be a grandmaster. You know what I'm saying?
Is Go the one with the black rocks and the white rocks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say like there's one from way back when in Asia.
Yeah. So while one format builds legacy over millennia, the other redefined entertainment in one generation. And both are still going on strong, guys. Do you guys think ancient games like chess or Go still hold up today?
Yeah, because there's like crazy strategies that go into those games. I'm not saying there's not strategies to like new age games.
Chess is
but
crazy still. Like
Yeah.
the way people process and think. And you have to be fast too, because
Yeah,
they
there's,
have like 1
special
minute times and
moves
stuff.
that people be creating. I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah. What's more impressive, how long board games have lasted or how fast video games exploded?
Video games exploded.
I
For
think,
me, it's longevity of the board games.
yeah, I think it's longevity of board games.
They're all good. They're always gonna be around.
It's just crazy because gaming is like video games are just insane, but then you still have people just obsessed with board games and they're still going strong. Like when I go to, I don't know, like video game cons and stuff like that, when I went to PAX, it wasn't that fun. But when I went up to like their tabletop RPG floors, it was like there's a ton of people and they were like excited.
People get wild for an RPG.
Yeah.
A TTRPG.
Yeah, and like video games are just like kids who are just like, oh, I want to be the next esports player. But like TTRPG people, they just love the game. Yeah. So I think the longevity,
And it's kind of interesting that you can find it way back in the day, ancient Egypt and probably
Oh my God,
Mesopotamia.
Jesus Christ, stop messing with the mic.
It's loose, so I'm trying to tighten it.
So stop messing with it. Maybe that's why it's loose, because you messing with it.
She had a rough day
I
yesterday.
know.
And you are not being helpful today.
All right, so let's talk about the immersion of both, okay, guys? So in 2013, a game called The Last of Us has dropped shattered expectations. People didn't just play it, they felt it. Critics said it was redefined what games could do emotionally, but 10 years earlier, people were saying the same thing about Dungeons and Dragons campaigns, where people cried over fallen characters, and they thought they were summoning demons, and it was all over the news. Immersion isn't about visuals. It's also about the connection. Both digital and tabletop games have proven that they pull us out of the real world into another immersive world. So, again, video games offer immersion through sound, sight, and movement. In Red Dead Redemption 2, you don't just play it, you live as Arthur Morgan. I watched a scene where you like come up on these people's houses and it's like a dude who looks like a pig and this other chick. They're just crazy and they like poison you and they dump your body. It was like I don't even know why I watched it because I don't even own Red Dead Redemption 2. And they dump your body and he goes back because they thought he was dead and he gets revenge. They're like, why are you back? And he shoots them all. But yeah, but then you have board games like Gloomhaven. It's a 20-pound beast with branching paths, sealed envelopes, and a legacy choice that permanently changes your campaign, apparently. It's not flashy, but every decision you make is pretty important. Yeah, so some games surround you with graphics and the others just trap you in a story with tension and involvement. What games would make you lose track of time or forget you weren't really there? Elden Ring. Yeah, any. Board game or video game.
Yeah, I think any game can help do that.
Yeah. I think Elden Ring did for me.
Yeah.
Actually, Lord of the Rings Online right now, I've been playing that game. It's so fun. It's like an old-ass game, but it's just fun to me. I'm at that phase where I just don't know what to play, so I'm playing everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
You gotta wait a little bit longer. There's some cool games coming out soon.
Yeah, hopefully. What about you, babe? Any game that's made you lose track of time? Baldur's Gate 3.
I don't know why you're laughing.
How many times have you started? That's why I'm laughing. Why are you so serious?
She said, I don't know why you're laughing.
Why are you looking so serious over there?
Because I talk to you about this all the time. As soon as we get on some sort of platform, you just make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you, babe.
You're just laughing at me.
I'm bringing up the fact that my
But
love.
just laughing at me.
Okay, I
would
apologize.
say, what did Bloodborne make you forget about stuff?
Yeah. My answer was going to be a lot of them, really. All of them, really. I get really immersive into it, especially if I'm trying to, like, mind dump,
That's
the
true.
day.
Like, she'll go crazy on Sims.
And you did say you are an achievement hunter.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know why Black Label's always so mean to me.
I'm not making fun of you, babe. I
You
just
laughed at me with
I'm
just
with,
making fun
babe,
of me.
I'm with you every day. I'm not with Azzilee. I
Yeah.
see you every
can't
day.
make
You're
fun
like
of me.
my only friend.
That's not my fault.
Oh my god. All right. You know what? We're not friends.
She said that's not my fault.
Do you think immersion depends more on presentation or how much we care about the game?
I think our involvement in the game, like how much we care about it.
For me, it's presentation. If it doesn't look good, if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't like flow very well, I'm out.
Do you have an example
Um,
of like a good one and a bad one?
People are gonna hate me for this, but this is just my personal opinion. So, like, a good one would be like Bloodborne, Elden Ring. A bad one for me would be Sekiro. I could not get into Sekiro.
I think a lot of people are the same, right?
And I understand Sekiro was like super, super hard in a different playing style than like Bloodborne and the Dark Souls game, which is great, right? A lot of people, I think, like From Software needed that kind of that pivot and that change in their gameplay because too much repetitivity in a game could be, not be able to sell very well or profitable. But I just could not get into Sekiro.
No, I agree.
It didn't flow very well. The mechanics of it, the dodge, the parries.
I like watching people play it.
Yeah.
I just can't. It's not for me.
Yeah, it's not for me. But just the mechanics and the fighting, the battle system was clunky.
Yeah.
It wasn't as smooth.
It's a beautiful game though.
Yeah, it's a great game and it's a great story, and it even won Game of the Year, I believe. It did. Sekiro and and Elden Ring both won.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you answer us?
I only play good games.
Okay. All right.
The sun is like moving, so I have to go like farther back.
You want me to get a towel and we could just set it
How
up?
about I just turn my camera off for today?
No, you're fine.
We can share mine.
Yeah, you can move over. I could switch it
I'm
over.
just gonna be
I could do this.
a ghost.
I could just switch it over to Az's and you could just move over. You want me to do that?
No, it's fine.
No, you guys could be buddies.
Babe, I said it's fine. Move on.
Oh my god, quit yelling at me. Jesus. All right. From kitchen tables to discords. All right. Both games are good. Board games force you to interact face to face, while like games in like Secret Hitler, Avalon, you have to like watch people. It's very hard like playing lying games, but you're able to see them better.
I have a great story about Avalon, actually.
Go ahead.
So, when I first played Avalon, it was with a group of like game people, like board game people, and so like to start the game off, someone has to be like the presenter, like this person who talks, and so like all of our eyes are closed, and he just goes, "Everybody, open your eyes and behold us," and we're just like laughing, and we're just looking at him, and it's just like, you just kind of outed yourself, man. And he's just like, ah. So we had to start over.
I have a funny. I don't know what it is about like games with Geisha. I cannot play one with her like lying games. She's just too good of a liar. Like she just sits there and can lie to my face without any remorse.
Maybe
No
you just
face
have
twitch.
trust issues.
No, but then it turns out that she was lying,
But she's just so good at it.
which is scary.
Yeah.
I'm bad at lying, so it's like
It's not that I lie. It's
you're playing the game. I get it, but it's
No.
very good
you're
at.
making me sound like I'm a liar, and I'm gonna lie to you about everything.
No, I'm talking about in the game.
No, you're a good deceiver
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah, because I work with crazy ass women every day, and I have to pretend to be nice to them every day. Like,
Okay. So video games. What is that one game? Jackbox.
Jackbox game.
I've never played it, but I think Geisha's talked about it. I think you've. It's like a you
like a
you
online.
yeah you could play with a bunch of people. You could play with friends miles away.
Faking It is a Jackbox game.
Mm-hmm.
I like the trivia one. The one where you're in the hotel and you gotta answer the trivia.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of like little games that you can play.
Yeah, and then there's Final Fantasy 14, which you could play with like millions of people.
Oh.
You know, it's like an MMO.
I got Final Fantasy 14, right, and it was horrible.
Is it 14 or 15? That's the online one. It's 14.
I thought
right?
it was 11.
No.
I thought it was 15.
Is it 15?
No, 15 is the one with Noctis.
Oh, then it's 14.
Then it's
yeah.
14.
Okay. Final Fantasy 14. Yeah.
It's horrible.
You don't like it? I liked it.
I couldn't
saw-
even get past like the first opening like
area.
Well, you gotta think like I didn't have a gaming PC at the time,
Oh,
so
so
I
it
got
was,
it for
like,
like
laggy.
PlayStation, and it was just fucking horrible.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Which format do you believe delivers stronger memories? In-person board games or co-op games?
Definitely in person.
Yeah,
You can't
Especially
let
when
go of the
it's-
fact that I lie so easily.
because it's like, especially because you're playing with people you know and love. Like, I'm not saying I don't like care about people that I play with online, but they're not like, I'm not in person with them. They're not like family and stuff.
I think you just don't like it because you suck at lying, and we can all tell when you're lying.
Cats.
My cats.
Oh yeah, you guys already told that story last time.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
cats.
Yeah,
thought that was
I'm just
funny.
bad at games.
Raise your hand if you've ever been on a skateboard.
I think
Blacklabel
you're just
did
bad
not
at
raise his hand.
deception games.
Yeah, I'm not a
Because
I'm not a liar.
you're a loot and shooting type of boy
Yeah.
and not a deceiver.
It's not that I hate that you're like it's because I'm not a liar.
I'm not
Like,
a good
that's not
deceiver, okay?
Even about that.
I'm not a good deceiver, okay? I'm not good at keeping a straight face because I laugh all the time.
Yeah.
I'm smiley all the time.
Yeah, see, better.
Better.
Yeah,
It's a lot better
yeah, it is actually.
because I thought about it and I processed it
Yeah.
before I spoke about it.
you shut up and you thought about what you needed to say before you said it.
Yep, exactly.
good job.
Yeah, I wonder who taught me that.
I know. I wonder who did.
All right. So playing solo, the lonely joy of going at it alone. So there's Stardew. That was dropped in 2016. It became an unexpected solo sensation. No explosions, no competition, just a bit of farming, some fishing, some healing in the peace. Around that time, a new wave of board games started creating options to play for, like, catering to solo players. Games like Windspan and Final Girl proved you didn't need a party to have a meaningful experience. Both formats offer unique escapes for solo gamers, but do they hit the same way? So video games thrive on solo play, from Witcher, Hollow Knight, Elden Ring. Elden Ring has like certain parts where but it's mainly a solo game. They let you control the tempo, the vibe, and narrative. You could pause, retry, start over, and be lost in the game for like hours. I'm not saying that you can't for board games, but solo board games are quietly becoming just as powerful. Final Girl throws you into a horror movie scenario where you're the last one standing, running from a slasher, and you're trying to rescue others. Wingspan gives you a peaceful engine building experience where you attract birds and balance ecosystems across beautiful illustrated player boards. What are you over there smiling about, Pep?
Because I'm trying to find an area where I'm not
Oh.
the Holy Ghost.
So it's a different kind of quiet. There's no screens, just you, cards, in the moment. While video games deliver spectacle, solo board games offer reflection. Both can be really good for you mentally. Oh, there you go. What's your go-to solo game when you want to chill, Beb?
Depends on my mood.
Yeah.
If I've had a rough day and I'm angry and upset, like right now I would play Apex, right? Some fucking dog on some kids. If I just want to chill, maybe like Baldur's Gate or The Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Az?
I would just play Stardew.
Yeah. I think right now Lord of the Rings for me. I know it's not a solo game, but I mean, I'm playing solo. I'm not like...
Well, I mean, Apex isn't really a solo game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're playing solo, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think solo board games are underrated or just not as accessible as video games?
Definitely not as accessible. Well, I don't know.
I think
is
people
there a
just
solo?
have friends.
Yeah.
I was literally about to buy the Final Girl, the whole like core expansion set, but it was like $300, and I was like, maybe I'll just buy the core set first.
Yeah, I seen Vic sent me a list. I don't know if I copied the
Single
URL
players.
of his board games.
Oh.
Let's see if I could find it.
This is what we need.
It was like a crazy. Is this it right here?
Yeah, you could probably just put like a little thumbnail.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
has
this
like
is
a,
it.
It has like a little hook.
Look at the amount of games he has. These are all his games.
That's a lot. This man probably has over 100.
He has Final Girl right here.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I believe it.
yeah,
He has a
insane.
lot of like games I've never heard of too.
Yeah, he's a gamer. All right. Mind games, strategy, tactics, and feeling smart. So in 1998, a game called StarCraft, which I fell in love with as a kid, crazy RTS game. It was like one of the first online games that I was like focused on, locked in, very competitive. It was like a strategy game. Not sure if you guys seen it. It involved having fast fingers, understanding how building concepts worked, and you could play mind games against like your opponents. So yeah, it was just an amazing esport type of thing, and then it blew up. Like nobody knew it was gonna blow up. Meanwhile, there was a board games. There was pouring into hours into a game called Twilight Struggle. It was a 2-player Cold War simulation that made you feel geopolitical genius with every turn. Board games and video games offer strategy, but do they reward you the same way? So, have you guys ever played a board game that was like super strategical?
Yeah.
And
I'm sure everybody's played Risk.
I've never played Risk.
Okay.
I've never
I'm
played
sure
Risk.
everybody's played Pandemic.
Never
I've
played
never played
Pandemic.
Pandemic.
Well, you're our tabletop expert.
I don't know.
Geisha's played a few. Okay, which
I've only started playing
Clue
tabletops like
is a
when
strategy game.
when
Us.
yeah, when I started dating you.
Clue's definitely a strategy game.
what's the most strategic game you've ever played? Board game or video game?
Board game.
Chess.
Do you remember the board game?
Probably like the deception ones we play.
Mm.
That could be strategic.
Yeah, I would say every video game I play, it's not really strategic. Every board game I've played is pretty strategic. Like that you have to actually have a plan. Yeah, I would say chess is pretty strategic. Do you guys prefer tight tactical decision making or long-term planning and build-up?
Ooh, planning and build up.
What about you, babe?
I don't know.
Do the long con.
Yeah, I think the long
I
con is
can't think that far ahead.
you do the long
You do
con.
it so
yeah,
well.
you do it.
You're the best long con right here.
Every time we play,
I feel like I can't think that far ahead, to be honest.
what's the one game we play and she gets me every time? Oh, Clue Conspiracy.
Clue Conspiracy.
Clue Conspiracy. You
She's
get me
very good at it.
every time. You get me. God.
I think those games are good because, like Clue Conspiracy or like Secret Hitler and stuff where there's like a secret role, but you have like assistants, like co-conspirators, and I think that's really
those are the
fun.
hardest for me because I
Yeah.
just can't tell.
I think those games are really fun.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're so I'm just bad at those games. I just can't
That's
keep
why
a
we gotta
straight
play
face.
more co-op games.
Yeah. So setup versus startup. So the time investment and instant action. So obviously video games are a snap of the finger, you're playing the game. Okay. Apex, you're just in there shooting right away. You could restart, play again. Elden Ring, Skyrim, you could boom, restart, you play again. But board games, not so much. Gloomhaven, apparently, from what I read, it takes 40 minutes to unpack
Yeah.
and
Jesus.
organize.
Yeah, you spend most of the time like just resetting the board back to where you left it.
Yeah, I remember. God, ever since we met Vic, I swear to God, I always reference him every time we talk about something. But he told me, I remember he told me it took him a long ass time to set up a game, and he's like, wait, I'm almost done,
Yeah.
or something like that. I forgot who he was talking to. I think he was mentioning his wife, and he was like saying he was trying to play a game. And yeah. So board games just take an absurd amount of time with certain ones. Have you guys ever abandoned a game night because the setup was too much?
Never.
No, because we've never played together. We've never played games like that before.
Yeah. The only time I think setups take too long for us, and it's not really setup, it's just getting to the process, is when we have D&D nights, because we're drinking and eating, and by the time we start playing, it's like, man, I'm drunk and I'm tired now. So do you guys think the payoff is sweeter when you have to work a little harder to get it started?
No.
Yeah, I think it's funner for me. You don't like it?
I'm just a simple tracked mind. Like, tell me the rules and let's figure it out. And I think that what also plays in mind is that as you do a lot of the setup for
Yeah,
us,
you're our...
like you're
you
the one
help us
sitting
a
there setting everything
Well,
up.
'cause
and
she's
we're
so
like just eating and waiting and
she's like super
sorry.
excited every
Yeah.
time we play. She's like, I got a new game. We need to try. This is how you guys do it.
yeah. So Az is the one who like set the board, put the pieces, read us the instructions, and meanwhile we're just like goofing off waiting.
Yeah. It also doesn't help that I like watching the board games that I bring to you guys, I like watching videos on the board game.
Oh.
So I like learn how to play it
Mhm.
before I can play it with you guys, so we can all like play it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in 2018, ladies, God of War redefined cinematic storytelling in gaming.
Yep.
Flawless
I thought it was
performances.
13.
2018. Flawless performances, emotional beats, and mythological
Mythological.
depth. But 2 years earlier, Betrayal at the House on the Hill shocked players by flipping one of them into the villain mid-game. No cutscene, just a twist live and in person.
I like it.
So storytelling exists in both realms, but how that story unfolds depends on who's holding the pen. Video games, like Last of Us, delivers emotional arcs that are hard to beat. The dev writes the beats, you play them. It's like a theater with a controller, basically. It's already a thought-out script, basically. Board games, they hand you building rocks and say go. Like Betrayal at the House on the Hill, you explore a creepy mansion together until the haunt begins, and then suddenly one of you tries to kill the rest. Legacy of Dragonholt, turns cooperative play into unfolding storybook, letting you shape characters' decisions as a group. It's authored versus collaborative. So video games is scripted. Board games is just like, it's like on the fly type thing. So it's like set pieces versus sandbox. And in the right group, an improvised board game twist, improvised board game twist can be just as moving as a video game's final scene. Do you remember a game story, video game or board game, that hit you harder than you expected?
Probably Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
I love that story.
I think video games would hit harder because it's a story
And
that
you see it visually.
yeah, you're being like immersed into it.
Like I said, man, that cyberpunk ending got me. Do you guys prefer a story to watch, or a story you watch unfold, or one you help create?
A little bit both.
Yeah,
I think it needs a good balance.
I would say both. Yeah. Nowadays, like video games, you can decide. There's a lot of pick and choose or choices what you do. Yeah. So that's.
Yeah, I think both is a good answer. I enjoy being a part of the story, but also like having the story told to me.
Yeah. Most of the board games that I've played or card games, they don't really have like a story that's telling. It's more of a solve whodunit type of game.
Yeah. If we ever get into like the more like expansive games, like the
Gloomhaven,
or like the Haunted House one,
those are like RPG stories. Like the ones that we've played are more so like
one and done
material. Like you get your items. What's that one game that we played? And it was like a tree.
Everdale,
yeah. And then is that the same one where like the lands would flip over or overflow or something or flood?
No, that's Forbidden Island.
Yeah, that one's a fun one. So, board games are OGs to face-to-face betrayal. There's code names. It forces you to think like your teammate while they're not trying to embarrass you.
In my car right now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Avalon turns everyone into a liar, trying to hide their identity.
It's like coup.
Yeah. Oh, is it like coup?
Or not coup. It's like resistance.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Catan has probably ended more friendships over sheep trades than we'll ever know.
Hey, look, if you're monopolizing all of the sheep land, I am gonna lose it.
Okay? See, I don't even understand that game. I've watched it. I've seen some funny like reels on that shit. It's hilarious. He's like, I thought we were good. He's like, has my land not been kind to you or something? I don't know what it was.
We've started doing the one where so like usually when you set it up, you like space out the land like pretty evenly as you can. But we've done it so like the tiles are flipped over, so it's like a mystery, and then you just place your cities and your settlements, and then you flip the tiles, so then you just get something random, and it's chaos because sometimes all of the sheep are clumped together and nobody is on a sheep, so then you're all just racing to get a sheep land.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Huh. So, there's video games that involve more matchmaking and chaotic spark. such as a game called Overcooked.
I love Overcooked.
I enjoy it until things catch on fire again.
We need a third.
We need a third.
Yeah.
I got time.
Yep.
I'll
Simulate.
download it.
Yeah, there you go. And I'll stream it. We'll stream it together. It's a kitchen simulator where teamwork is the goal. Screaming is also included. Yeah. There's Among Us, which reintroduced social deduction, an entirely new audience, turning friends into like groups of suspects. And then you would always have the one friend who is friendly be a third party or a third imposter because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So again, video games, they involve, like I said, more of like I don't know how to explain it. They're kind of becoming like a board game in a way. Well, recently with indie games or indie developers, like a lot of their games, such as like, I guess they're not. I can't really.
I don't know what you're trying to say right now.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. The difference is like board.
Hey, you want a video game that's like a board game? Nancy Drew. Kinda.
Oh, okay.
Not really, but kinda.
Yeah, I think the difference. Okay, what I'm trying to say is like the difference between each other. Okay, so like board games, you're able to see like the winces in your opponent's face, like that, the raise of the eyebrow, the type thing in the throat. You know what I mean? In video games, it's like you can't see shit, but
Yeah.
you just hear them. You know what I mean? What's the funniest or most explosive group game moment that you've ever had?
Any game with you and Geisha.
Just any time when we're together.
I think it's so funny because like sometimes you're on her and she is like nowhere near the bad guy.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're ripping this family apart.
Like as could be the bad guy, and it's
And
in
he's
his
like-
face,
he'll be
and
like, "I
everyone
believe
sees
her."
it, but he's still like, it's Geisha.
Because she
It's fucking Geisha because she lied to me the last round.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that. You're the same every time.
Because
So
I have a good poker face.
yeah, so I can't trust you
That's
every time.
Not my fault.
Yeah, I
Even when I'm the good guy,
yeah, exactly. It's like you've
I
built
tell
up.
you. I even tell you. I'm like, I'm not.
That's what you say when you're it.
I think when we all play, I get like too angry when I'm not
You
the bad
yell
guy.
at you
and then
yell
I
at
don't
me.
yell when I'm the bad guy. So I think that's always my downfall because I'm like putting pieces together and you guys aren't listening to me. And then when I'm the bad guy, I'm just like, yeah, do whatever you want.
Hey, you yell at me all the time.
I'm just like, no, they did that.
Ridiculous. Do you enjoy the chaos and drama or prefer more of like a structured competition?
Chaos.
I do like chaos and drama, but man, sometimes I think what people get scared about too is like, okay, me and Geisha, we are very competitive with each other and we argue a lot. So people get very uncomfortable the way we talk to each other. And they're
Yeah.
like, are they about to break up? And I feel like that's just how we talk to each
We've
other.
never played a game that's not deception based, I think.
Yeah,
with
there's
each
always a
other.
lot of chaos.
I'll have to bring over Catan,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you guys can experience it.
Yeah.
I also have the Descent, the Darkness Descent one.
Mm.
That's like it's gonna take an hour to put it together kind of game.
Yeah.
But we should play those games.
Yeah. I'm thinking since Geisha had that good story in the very beginning, I'm gonna cut it short. Not cut it short, but
Sorry, my story was long.
It
I'm
was
gonna-
awesome.
it was good. I'm gonna look at some of these that I like more. Okay, we'll do learning curves. Okay, when Celeste launched, it didn't just wow players with tight platforming. Celeste is like a platforming video game.
Okay.
It taught them how to, play. No tutorials, just experience. But in board games, that's not always the case. Many great games require reading a 30-page fucking document
That's ridiculous.
before you even shuffle the deck. So when it comes to the ease of learning and how that affects the fun, do video games have the edge, do you think?
I think video games have the edge more in like a technical writing aspect and where it could show you examples of tutorial instead of like a game. It's like we'll read it and we're like, what? It doesn't make any sense. And then we'll have to read it again and again. Where in a video game, it could be like, example, bloop, 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 bloop,
Like it visually?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
visually.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
I think that's the right answer.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. What's the hardest game you've ever tried to learn, and was it worth it?
Again, Sekiro, and I gave up. I can't do Sekiro.
I can't think of it, but I'm sure the hardest game I ever played was like a board game or something.
Yeah, I feel like most of the games that are hard for me to learn are board games when you're trying to explain it.
Because when I join a game, like a board game or a card game or something that I've never played, they're like, "Oh, just watch this, and then you'll learn that way." And it's like
I
okay,
still don't know what you guys are doing.
yeah. And so it's just kind of like learning that way. When, like Geisha said, like video games kind of like give you hints or like the answer.
Do you guys enjoy learning new games or prefer familiar ones?
I'm open to new experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like learning new games.
Yeah. Okay. So in 2023, Tears of the Kingdom stunned players with sandbox creativity. You could build vehicles, weapons, and sky islands. A year earlier, there was Chronicles of Crime, let players scan QR codes on clue cards with their phones to solve board games in the AR type thing.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, both mediums are innovative, but in different directions. So who's really pushing boundaries? It's up to you to decide. Video games keep evolving with like technical, like AI generated stuff now with ray tracing, physics driven gameplay. It's pretty amazing. If you guys watched like the new Death Stranding, it looks amazing. There's a game called Tunic. It's used in a game puzzles and language decoding, or it's a tool. Sorry, and it makes it like a cryptid. Man, I don't know if it's a tool. Yeah, it is. Okay, but board games, they've been quietly reshaping the tabletop. Like Chronicles of Crime mixes physical and digital play. The crew turns trick-taking card games into cooperative space missions, and legacy games like Clank Legacy or My City permanently changed. They're changing with every play. They're innovated, I guess. So, what's the most original or surprising game mechanic you've seen lately? Whether it's gaming or board gaming. I would prefer you say board gaming stuff because you know more than us. But
Okay.
what do you guys see that's like most surprising?
I liked the Scream game where we like the killer like called us.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one.
I thought that was interesting.
I did like that one.
I actually didn't even think about that one. That was good. What is it, card game or was it a board game?
It was
a
like a
card
little bit of
game.
both.
Yeah, card/phone game.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I think board games are. I can't think of any cool like innovation that they have, but there's just
Yeah.
like a lot of mechanics when it comes to board games that are just like totally different than video games.
Yeah. Interesting.
Definitely, but trick taking is like it's becoming like video games too. They make video games that are like that now.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean like what's it called, the roulette thing? Isn't that a trick one?
Which one? What, do I hear scrolling? What's going on? Stop scrolling so much. It's just loud.
It's not even loud.
I could hear it.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Do it again.
Do you not hear it? Oh my god. All right. So from game night to global phenomenon. Okay. In the 80s, people called Dungeons and Dragons satanic. In 2020, it had its own Netflix arc in Stranger Things. Meanwhile, The Legends of Zelda got its own symphony tour. So, and then there's like, I'm not even gonna.
Was D&D or like tabletop games the first to let you like character build your like a tree, you know? Did video games do that
actually,
before?
I don't know.
I think Dungeons and Dragons was the first.
Dungeons and Dragons has been around since like the 60s?
It's been a minute for sure.
I don't know.
I just don't know if there was like a video game that let you build.
No,
your
I think
character
Dungeons
based
and
on
Dragons was the
stats.
first, because then they started making like Baldur's Gate, the old games where you could like build your character. I think Dungeons and Dragons was.
Oh,
Let's
stat
ask.
building, D&D stat building.
Yeah, I could be wrong though, but I feel like D&D was the first stat building game.
Yeah, I can't think of any games.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Back in the day that let me.
So video games are global powerhouses. They've launched YouTube careers, esports arenas, and memes that probably everybody knows or seen. Minecraft, GTA, Call of Duty, these are all games that everybody knows when they hear them. Board games shaped subcultures, D&D inspired novels, cosplay, entire communities of storytellers. Tabletop gaming fueled conventions like Gen Con and PAX and created cross content like Critical Role, which led to its own animated series. Babe, are you like our sound effect person over there? You're just typing, scrolling,
ASMR.
shaking.
So Dungeons and Dragons was not the first. There's actually a German game that was made in 1820. Oh, Persian. I'm sorry, a Persian military warfare game in 1824.
Really?
When it assigned numerical values to unit movement rate, combat power, but these weren't. Oh, never mind. They say there weren't
Oh, okay.
characters and didn't level up. Hold on.
Gotcha.
She's working on it, guys.
Yeah.
Give her a second.
But Dungeons and Dragons was not essentially the first.
Okay.
It was the first to popularize it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because when you think about it, it's like D&D is like the only one you think about. All right, so we're going to talk about card games because I haven't really mentioned them. And then we're going to talk about a game called Night Shift, which Vic told me to talk about because I guess it's controversial. It's a board game. Have you heard of it yet?
Mm-mm.
It's like where you're a lady of the night type promiscuous person. Yeah. So card games are the glue between formats. Portable, versatile, sometimes absolute chaos. From Uno fights, have family dinners, to Magic the Gathering tournaments that require flow charts. And they bridge... what is that noise? You hear it?
Sounds like somebody's vacuuming their car outside.
Oh,
I hear it.
that's so funny. Yeah, it does sound like vacuuming.
Party energy and deep strategy. But recently, a new board game called Night Shift caused a stir, and it's not just for the mechanics. Some games bring fun, others bring controversy, so we'll talk about both of them. So classic card games like Uno, Skip Bow, and Phase 10 are social dynamite. Simple rules, massive tension. Then you got Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, TCG, with layered decks, meta strategies, and collectors who just build entire lifestyles off of booster packs. Digitally, there's Hearthstone and Slay the Spire, which revolutionized card gameplay on screen, bringing deck building to single player and competitive audiences alike. But then there's this game called Night Shift. Oh, they are vacuuming outside.
Yeah.
I just said that.
I know. It was bothering me. I was like, what the hell? But then there's Night Shift, a controversial indie board game released in 2024 that simulates the stress of working minimum wage during an overnight fast food shift. I wouldn't say it's fast food shift. I don't know. It's more so like, how do I explain it? I don't know why it says fast food. It's like
He was not thinking.
it's more of like you're like a dancer at a strip club.
Oh.
And all your cards are like promiscuously abilities.
Oh.
Yeah, and I guess
Gluck,
So you're-
3000.
Your hand is just like moves that you can do.
like let me see if I can find a example of what
Like, can you do like I don't know what the moves on a pole dance.
it's even it says Night Shift stripper game.
Oh.
So this is what it
that's
looks like.
hilarious.
So it's and let me see if I can find the cards. Maybe it'll show it in
Can
this.
you imagine?
Yeah, see, look at these are like your people. It's like money.
Them
my
nails, though.
God.
Like you're at a strip club. Yeah, Gilbert's here. These are all the It's hilarious.
That's so funny.
Yo, you see her? She was thick.
This is amazing.
Private rooms.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine getting like a card? Your special ability is the Gluck Gluck 5000.
5,000. But yeah, I guess it's like there's a big controversy about it, and yeah, Vic said he's getting it.
I like watching this group of people on YouTube, and they have their whole group is called Easy Small, but then they have like a smaller group in the group, and they're called the Guzzlers.
What?
The butt guzzlers.
The Guzzlers, because
Remember
they
that
what was-
guzzle their
that guy.
soda.
Oh my God! Yeah, they need to rechange that name.
Yeah. Went to a
Guzzlers.
comedy show
They
and he just
reformed.
kept saying butt guzzlers, butt guzzling.
So I got a question. Where's the line between dark humor and bad taste in tabletop design? such as that. I think
don't
that
think
looks.
there is any.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think in today's society there is none.
I mean, if it's not your cup of tea, just don't play it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it looks fun.
I think it
kinda
looks
wanna
hilarious.
Play. I kind of want to play it.
Yeah, I would say there's not any.
Nope.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because there's games that they make specifically for children or like families, and then there's like games that are for more adult stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I think it's cool.
All right. So a little final verdict. Okay, this is the last segment. After all this, like breakdowns and dives into all the controversies and laughs and arguments that each game provides, is there an actual winner, guys? The truth is, the better the game format depends on what you're looking for. Sometimes it's a quiet solo night with headphones. Sometimes it's a messy table with too much pizza, soda, and family arguments with jokes that only me and Geisha know. Video games are fast, immersive, and constantly evolving. They connect us globally and offer personal, transformative journeys. They're accessible, they're scalable, and they're basically everywhere. Board games help us slow down from the real world. You know, they help us look at each other in the eyes. They're physical, they're tactile, and they fill you with laughter, side eyes, and moments that stick. They don't need updates, they just need people. Card games, they crash both parties, throwing in randomness, strategy, and nostalgia, bombs all at once. So it's not which one is more fun, or maybe it's like the what kind of fun do you need that day. So if someone brand new to gaming, what's one board game and one video game you would recommend to them? Board game?
Clue.
Clue. Yeah, that's a good one. Brand new to gaming? Man, it's hard to introduce people to video games because there's so many different.
Hogwarts.
Oh, Hogwarts is a good one.
Nice,
Hogwarts is a
easy
good
intro.
one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You got action. You got
It helps.
fighting.
It helps you.
mystery.
Yeah, it helps
Yeah.
you. Tutorials pretty easy.
I feel like that would
That's a good
get you
one.
in there.
Yeah, I think that's a good beginner one.
Yeah,
Anything like that.
yeah. What about you guys?
I'm trying to think of a board game. But I play a lot of like.
You're normal looking, babe.
Dumb board
Yeah.
games.
The sun went away.
What's a board game that people can play? I think Codenames is really easy to play. You don't really have to know the other person. You just have to like kind of understand. I think to get it. You know.
Yeah.
I think Codenames is pretty good.
What's one video game you'd recommend them?
Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon's a good one too.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
The fighting is simple. You get to collect cute little animals. Some people like the shiny hunt. That could be a thing that you do.
Yeah.
You collect your gym badges. Become
Yeah.
the champion.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
you guys want to see my cool? I'm working on a cute Pokemon collection.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna bring it.
I didn't. I don't know if you can
cannot
see it.
see
Oh,
it.
dang it. I just got the Simisear V-Star from the Crown Zenith, and it's so cute.
you sound like a nerd.
I literally went to the game shop yesterday, and the guy's like, "Hey, how can I help you?" And I was like, "I'm
want
looking
this
for
one."
one specific card." And I tell him, and he's like, "I think you're in luck. I just picked this up yesterday." And I was like, "Thank you so much."
Yeah.
$15, but worth it. I think it's very
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, I think video games and board games are both good. I don't think there's a winner in either one. It's what you're looking for. I think I would recommend. It's not a board game, but it's more of like a. I like Coup. Or
Coup is a
Sheriff
good
of
one.
Nottingham. I
Oh,
like that one.
That's a great one. That's kind of a board game.
Yeah, I like Sheriff of Nottingham. That's a good one.
Board/card game.
A video game I would recommend people. Man, you guys both said really good ones. I don't know. Yeah, Hogwarts is probably really good actually. Now that I think about it, has your idea of what makes a game fun changed over time, and if so, how so?
No.
No. Yeah, I think I've always liked this type of stuff I've liked.
Yeah. I only play good games because I only play games that are in my realm of comfortability.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But that's all I got. You guys have anything you want to add? No?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can't read you right now. You're being extremely deceptive.
Deceptive.
No. Got nothing.
I can't.
That's pretty much it. That's all I got.
All right, and that's it, babe.
Yeah.
Keep grinding those levels and finishing those side quests, guys. Yeah.
As always, this has been Co-op Chronicles with Pint-Sized Geisha, Blacklabel, and me, Azzilee.
Bye.
What is that look?
Kinda. Look how cute he is.
Is it a monkey?
Yeah. he's a fire type monkey.
That's the card you got?
Yeah, isn't it cute?
It is pretty cute.
Azzilee and Geisha chat. Blacklabel's where it's at. Movies and stories told. Secrets to unfold. Co-op Chronicles. Come and join the ride in a world where fun resides.